In this video, I'm going to talk about what's happening in the Tampa Bay real estate market for the week of October 11th through 17th. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Bryan, and I'm a local real estate agent, and I make videos on what it's like to live in the Tampa Bay area. And each and every Monday, I put out a video of what's going on, in the previous 7 days in the housing market in the Tampa Bay area. First, I go over single family homes in Hillsborough, Pinellas, Pasco, and Hernando County. Then I dive over into the townhomes and condos. So let's go ahead and get on into it for this week. So in Hillsborough County, there were 351 new listings that hit the market. That was up from the previous week. 22 of those were under $250,000. 197 were between $250,000 and $500,000. 108 were between $500,000 and $1 million, and there were 27 above $1 million. There were 589 price reductions. That was down from the previous week. There were 17 that were below $250,000. 405 between $250,000 and $500,000. 140 between $500,000 and $1 million, and there were 30 above $1 million. There were 289 homes that sold last week. That was down from the previous week. 14 of those were under $250,000. 200 were between $250,000 and $500,000. 69 were between $500,000 and $1 million, and there were 9 above $1 million. There were 384 homes that went under contract. That was up from the previous week. 25 of those were under $250,000. 260 were between $250,000 and $500,000. 79 were between $500,000 and $1 million, and there was 23 above $1 million. So as far as net inventory goes for Hillsborough County in the single family homes, it actually went down net wise. There were 351 new homes that hit the market. 384 went under contract. All right, so let's cross the bridge over to Pinellas County. There were 222 new homes that hit the market. That was the exact same number as the previous week. 5 of those were under $250,000. 98 were between $250,000 and $500,000. 81 were between $500,000 and $1 million, and there were 40 above $1 million. There were 336 price reductions last week. That was up from the previous week. 13 of those were under $250,000. 191 of those were between $250,000 and $500,000. There were 97 between $500,000 and $1 million, and there were 39 above $1 million. There were 237 that sold last week. That was down from the previous week. 9 of those were under $250,000. 136 were between $250,000 and $500,000. 73 were between $500,000 and $1 million, and there was 21 above $1 million. And there were 199 that went under contract. That was up from the previous week. 19 of those were under $250,000. 127 were between $250,000 and $500,000. 43 were between $500,000 and $1 million, and there was 14 above $1 million. So Pinellas County, net-wise on inventory, actually grew a little bit. There were 221 new and 199 that went under contract. So let's head north up to Pasco County. There were 252 new homes listed last week. That was up from the previous week. 32 of those were under $250,000. 157 were between $250,000 and $500,000. 57 were between $500,000 and $1 million, and there was 8 above $1 million. There were 364 price reductions. That was down from the previous week. 32 of those were under $250,000. 245 were between $250,000 and $500,000. 80 were between $500,000 and $1 million, and there were 8 above $1 million. There were 173 homes that sold. That was down from the previous week. 43 of those were under $250,000. 101 were between $250,000 and $500,000. 29 were between $500,000 and $1 million, and there were 2 above $1 million. There were 205 that went under contract last week. That was also down from the previous week. 36 of those were under $250,000. 117 were between $250,000 and $500,000. 51 were between $500,000 and $1 million, and there was 2 above $1 million. So inventory-wise, on a net basis, grew in Pasco County this past week. There were 252 new homes that hit the market and only 205 that went under contract. So let's head a little further north up to Hernando County. There were 80 new homes listed last week. That was up from the previous week. 10 of those were under $250,000. 63 were between $250,000 and $500,000. 7 were between $500,000 and $1 million, and there was one $1 million plus. There were 109 that had price reductions. That was down from the previous week. 10 of those were under $250,000. 86 were between $250,000 and $500,000. 13 were between $500,000 and $1 million, and there were 0 above $1 million. There were 70 that sold last week. That was down from the previous week. 15 of those were under $250,000. 48 were between $250,000 and $500,000. 6 were between $500,000 and $1 million, and there was 1 above $1 million. There were 70 that went under contract. That was up from the previous week. 15 of those were under $250,000. 53 were between $250,000 and $500,000, and 3 were between $500,000 and $1 million. So as far as inventory on a net basis in Hernando County, it grew a little bit. 80 new homes hit the market and 70 went under contract. So let's head over to, well, not head over anywhere. Let's go back to Hillsborough County, I guess, and talk about townhomes and condos. There were 88 new that hit the market. That was down from the previous week. 39 of those were under $250,000. 39 were between $250,000 and $500,000. 7 were between $500,000 and $1 million, and there were 3 above $1 million. There were 113 price reductions. That was also down from the previous week. 31 of those were under $250,000. 64 were between $250,000 and $500,000. 18 were between $500,000 and $1 million, and there was 1 above $1 million. There were 82 that sold. That was also down from the previous week. 32 were under $250,000. 44 were between $250,000 and $500,000. 5 were between $500,000 and $1 million, and there was 2 above $1 million. And there were 94 that went under contract. That was up from the previous week. 31 of those were under $250,000. 55 were between $250,000 and $500,000, and there were 10 between $500,000 and $1 million. So over in Pinellas County, there were 149 new that hit the market. That was up from the previous week. 64 of those were under $250,000. 51 were between $250,000 and $500,000. 32 were between $500,000 and $1 million, and there were 8 above $1 million. There were 166 price reductions last week. That was up from the previous week. 50 of those were under $250,000. 63 were between $250,000 and $500,000. 42 were between $500,000 and $1 million, and there were 13 above $1 million. There were 117 new ones. 117 solds. That was down from the previous week. 46 of those were under $250,000. 41 were between $250,000 and $500,000. There were 25 between $500,000 and $1 million, and 8 above $1 million. There were 134 that went under contract. That was up from the previous week. 58 of those were under $250,000. 40 were between $250,000 and $500,000. 27 were between $500,000 and $1 million, and there were 9 above $1 million. So inventory for townhomes and condos in Pinellas grew on a net basis as well. There were with 149 new and 134 under contract. So up in Pasco County, there were 44 new that hit the market. That was up from the previous week. 3 of those were under $250,000, and 41 were between 250 and 500,000. There were 40 price reductions. That was down from the previous week. 4 of those were under $250,000 and 36 were between 250 and 500,000. There were 19 sold. That was also down from the previous week. 8 below 250 and 11 between 250 and 500. And then 35 went under contract. That was up from the previous week, with 14 of those being under 250,000 and 21 being between 250 and 500,000. So inventory at Pasco as well went up on a net basis, with 44 new and 35 under contract. So that's the numbers for the previous 7 days. I looked at interest rates this morning, and as of Friday, the average was 7.16% for a 30-year fix. The MBS prices are actually strong this morning, mortgage-backed securities. So that tells me that the rates will get a little bit better today. Obviously, rates change on a day-to-day basis. So if you're thinking about making a move, anywhere, but especially in Tampa Bay, please reach out. I would love to help you, be a resource for you real estate wise any way I can. My contact information will be below. And then if you find this kind of information useful to you, please share this with a friend. Also consider subscribing to the channel. Every Monday I put out a market update video, and then throughout the week I put out different videos on what it's like to live in the Tampa Bay area, whether it's a walkthrough of a particular property, so like property tours, or it's showcasing a certain city or suburb, or just what's going on in the area, from a business standpoint, or things to do, stuff like that. So if you're interested, subscribe. If not, that's fine too. Until next video, take care.